everyone, and welcome to Treasures and Trinkets by Lindsay Creates Gifts. I am Lindsay, and today we are going to be making this much requested tooth or dagger wrap because I thought it was quite a nice simple one to do. It'd be a nice quick video. It doesn't use up very much wire. It's very pretty, and I'm also going to be working on doing a giveaway with this because I've already reached 200 subscribers. I'm well on my way to 250 already. It is absolutely flying me by, and I really feel like I need to say thank you. It's not a massive number to everybody, but it's a big number to me. I'll do more details about the giveaway at the end of the video, but we're going to be wrapping this. So you will need your dagger or tooth. You will need 28 gauge wire. You will need 18 gauge wire. That is 1mm and 0.315mm in case you're going different metrics. I've got them both on there, so I, can easily tell the difference. So you really aren't going to need much wire for this, and I like to straighten it as I cut it. So I'm going to cut the pieces that I need, and then I'm going to come back and tell you the pieces that we need. Okay, so I have the wire lengths that I need, which is I need a 10-inch, I need a 5-inch, and I need two 4-inches. You probably could go less than that because these two 4-inches are our two front pieces here, but I really like to have some working room, and I feel like that would be just fine. So we're going to start at this end. So I'm going to start with the smallest wire, and I do like to work straight off the reel for as much as I can. But if you don't like working straight off the reel, just cut off as much as you do like working with. And you're going to take one of the smaller pieces and just wrap it 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That might be a little bit messy. Just put it nice and tight, and you have your 4 wraps. Okay. And now I want you to add your next shortest one. Stick that on top, or the other short one, sorry, stick that on top, and wrap again 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the 4th one, when you go, sorry about that, on the 4th wrap, when you go behind, come up between the 2, like that. Okay, and pull that nice and tight and squish it all in. Then add the next length, which will be your 5-inch. Add that on, and another 4 turns round those top 2. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry about that. 3, 4, and again on that last turn, when we go behind, come up between them like that. Push them together and add your final length, your 10 inches. Welcome to my first voiceover. This is a mistake. I meant to leave another 5 centimeters than what's actually there on the end here, because I nearly didn't have enough room to make my bail. So make sure you leave yourself a couple of extra centimeters there at least. One, 2, 3 and 4, and exactly the same, but this time we're going to wrap our way down. Okay, push it nice and tight together like that, and exactly the same, come up between the two like that. Only we're not going up this time, we're working our way down, so you're going between the bottom and the next one like that. 1, come up here between the top 2, down between the bottom 2 for 3, 2, and again 3 and 4, lovely, and again we come up between the 2 like so. Okay, push it all nice and tight and wrap the bottom 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I was getting carried away there. That was my 4, and smush it all together to keep it nice and tight. Okay, and now if we come back to our original, we'll see that's this bit here sorted. Okay, so now we want to work on this bit. Okay, so we know that we want to go 1, 2, 3, 4 lots of 4 pairs of 4 to get round this arc here. So I'm going to do that now. Grab the wire, and come up and go around the bottom wire 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Smush it all up, keep it all neat. And then the bottom 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bottom 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, and do this 3 more times. So I've done my front design, my arc design. I've got my 1, 2, 3, 4 along there, as long as my 4 waiting to join in together at the other side. And now it's time to attach the dagger. So pick up your dagger or tooth, whatever you like to call it, and just slide it on the middle here, which is your 5-inch piece. And you want to just push it down because you want it to bend there. Okay, you want it to go through the bead. You can turn it a bit if that helps, and just have it bend so you can sit your tooth in like that. Okay, so it just bends like that. When you get to the other side, obviously you want it the same, so you're going to bend that as well. And this was where I came up with this design, to sort of stop it from rocking. This was the whole idea behind it. And we're going to take this, now that we've got it bent like so, okay, we're going to take the design we made and we're going to bend it round nice and gently, so we make a nice shape round to meet the other side. But again, you want to go really slowly, so you're making a nice, even, neat arc, like so. Do you see? Like that. So we're going to take this long back wire here, okay, this 10-inch wire, and we're going to come up and around the top here, okay, and then back down and up again, okay. I'll show you. This is why we left a bit more length this side. So we're going away from the bead, so we're trying to keep it all in place. So we're going around, looping it around here, around the top, oh, around the top, like that, round, and then it comes down like that. Straighten this out a little bit, so it'll end up like that. Don't worry too much if this keeps moving, because it will until it's all wound together. But now that you've made it all back up again, like you see, now you've made it all back up again, this is where you want to fine tune it so it sits, and you want to be wrapping it here, your 5s again. So let me show you. I'm still attached to the reel, by the way. I haven't cut my 28 gauge yet. So we're going to wrap our 5. So we go these bottom 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and remember we're going to come up between those 2 so we can wrap the next 2. This has come up a little bit, so I want to move it back down first. And we're going to wrap the middle 2. Let's cinch those in together. If I can get between there, there we go. Those 2. 1. Oh. Just one there. I want to straighten these out a little bit, so there we go. That 1, 2. Oh, 2, 3, and 4. Oops. Oh, don't come sliding out now. We're so close. We're doing so well. So that's that bit, and then pull it down nice and firm so it doesn't go anywhere. Push it all together. That's what I want. And then round the top 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, and don't forget to come through the middle of those 2, because we need to wrap down the other side of the triangle. And then the last 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And here you can cut off, because we're not going to be using from this same bit anymore. There's that. Smush it all in, make it all nice and neat. And there we are, partly done. We're getting there. I've noticed, but it does end up a little uneven because it's very, very hard to wrap. But just smush it up, just keep pushing it up. There we go. And then you can finish off these end bits as well if you like, just to get them out of your way so they're done. So we'll get that out the way. And just so we have some sort of similarity, we'll just cut these off at the same points. Like so. And then just roll it in nice and gently to make a little loop like that. If your loop's not small enough, you can make it a little bit smaller by smushing it, but I'm pretty happy with that. I do want it a little bit smaller, so no fear, just cut that loop off and do it again. But to match it the other side, make sure you cut there too, just to match sizes. There we go, much better, that's what I wanted. And do the same on that side. Grab it right at the end. There we go. There we go. And then the next part's the same again, little curly whirlies. So we'll get rid of the same amount of length. I'd say there. And with that one there. Tuck it in and round. Lovely. Same with this side. Right at the end. Really tight. Tuck it in and round. Lovely jubbly. And this is what we have now. We have some of it. Now to do the rest. So let's move to the back. So for the back, this is what we have at the moment. Now, to start with, let's move these bits out of the way. So those bits are going to be our bail. And these bits are the bits here that are crossing together to keep it all stable this side. So we'll start with this one. Or shall we do that one? We'll do this one. We'll do this as the first one. Chop him off. A neat little loop off to the side. Nice and tight again. Like so. Lovely. And we'll take this wire, chop it just about there, because you don't want too much room. I'm going to curl this one towards the tooth and curl it under, because we're going to try and wrap that wire there. You see? We're going to smudge it around this wire. Oops, oh, don't do that, don't scratch up your wires like I'm doing. There we go, that's what I wanted. And that's what we have now. Okay, this is what we have. I'm starting to worry about this bit. I don't think I've left myself enough room. But we will continue going anyway. So, up. This is what we did for this bit. We're going to take this and push it flush like that. Okay, just simply like that. Just making a nice-ish design on the back. Obviously we're not too fussed about the back, I just like it to be at least neat, if nothing else. So, And that's what we have at the back so far, which is, you know, kind of cute, flowy. I like it. This is what we have at the front so far. We're almost there. And now this is where we might need to be cutting our 28 gauge, and as always I like to work in yards, so I'm going to get myself a yard of 28 gauge wire. I'm going to start right at the back because I want to wrap all of this together. So I'm going to start there, like that, just on this one wire. So it is always better to start on the one anyway. I'm just going to wrap that one about 3 or 4 times. I'm just going to wrap it. So once you've wrapped it around there a couple of times, I want you to come down. I forgot to record it, but I want you to come down here. So I came through, I've already cut my tail off, I came through here, up there, see, round there, and down through here. So I went up, round, through there, and down there. I'm just going to wrap around 3 times just to secure a base. 1, 2, 3. And now I'm going to spread them out a little bit like so, because I want a little splay like this on my bail. And for that you want it to splay, and you want to lean forward ever so slightly, like that. Okay, this will be for the future bend. So let's move back to the front. We've wrapped it 3 times. Move back to the front and wrap this wire twice. 1, 2, and then go under this one and round. 1, 2, do that again to this one, go around and under. 1, 2, and again, next wire. 1, 2, do the same thing again. 1, 2, and you're going to do that all the way up the splay to the middle. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, all the way up to the middle, about here. Okay, so I've come to about here, and now what I want to do is straighten it a little bit. I just want to do a couple more turns with it straight like that. Okay, and this is going to help us create a little bail bit here, just there. And just do that for a couple more turns. I'd say, I don't know, I'll come back and I'll tell you but how many turns it was. Okay, so that was 4 more turns on each side, and I think that'll do us nicely. And now I'm going to take, well, I was going to take my loop makers, but in case you don't have them, I'm going to try using something else. I don't know if everybody has one, but perhaps a paintbrush. I'm just going to take this paintbrush. I'm just going to bend it over nice and gently around there, because that's where I want my bend to start. I'm just going to take it and bend to make a nice smooth bend in there, like that, see? And now we want to continue wrapping nice and straight. And I want you to pinch it as well a little bit, so you're working to a point, like that. Like that, see? So you're going to be working into a point, and meet me when you're at the bottom of your point here. It will get thinner and thinner. And there we go. So I am back at the bottom, my nicely tapered finish there. And now what I'm going to do is attach the two. What I do like to do before that, to make it a bit easier for myself, because I have this anyway, is I'm going to cut it and curl the ends. Ready? So cut those to the same length so that the curls are nice and even. And just bring one around, nice tight curl. Nice and tight, like that. And this one right in there, right at the very end, and keep it nice and tight, close to your wire, so it's a nice small loop. You end up with some pretty even looking loops. Lovely. And this makes it a little bit easier for me to come in and wrap this. I'm just going to wrap the whole two wires together twice to finish it off. 1, 2. So I'm going to come up through here first, just to help attach it. Oh, I turned my light off. Silly Billy. That's what I have for having a touch one. Right, through there. First of all, do you see that? I'm going to wrap this twice, this wire first, just as some extra security. So, see there? I've wrapped that one. I'm just going to do that one more time, and I'm going to come up behind the next one, see? And I'm going to wrap that one as well. And then go up to the top. And for aesthetics, I'm going to wrap this top one 4 times. Okay. So I wrap that 4 times. Okay. And now we're going to start attaching our apatite beads. Let's get those. I got 5 on this one, nicely spaced. It's really going to depend on this top bit as to how many you put on, but I can imagine it'll be about 5. I will send out enough. And we're just going to wrap like we would, but we're going to do it nice and slow so it sits there nicely. So nice and slowly. I've just realised as well that I'm wrapping this the opposite way that I did this one. It shouldn't make a difference, but it's just to know, just so you know, you can wrap it either way. So nice and slowly, so the bead sits nice and neatly on top there, like that. Do you see? And it sits there nice and neat. You shouldn't need any gaps or anything. Just make sure and you pop it in like that. Okay, and then we pick up another one. There's that one. And again. Around there. Nice and slowly. Because stuff like this can happen as well, like the wire twisting, and that can really affect what we're doing here. Nice and slowly. So we want it to sit just like that, just as it is. Perfect. See? And the next bead. There we go. And up we go. If you find it that you have a little trouble getting up exactly where you want to go, it really doesn't matter. As long as it's after the bead, doesn't matter where you go because you can pull the wire along. So I'll pick up, put it along a little bit because it's a bit too close. We don't want it right there. We want it along a little bit because we want it all to be nice and evenly spaced. And that's not. So pull that along a little ways. There we go, much better. I'll just straighten that out. There we go. Now, and I will meet you back when you have added all your apatite beads. So I have all my apatite beads attached. Now I'm just going to come here and wrap this 4 times like I have the other side. So I just like to keep things even. And once you've done that, you just want to do basically what you did on this side and wrap your way down, but always go underneath so you don't have too much going on. So I'm going to come up through here, try anyway. So wrap that one once. And then wrap this one. Try to wrap this up, if you see what I mean. So you're coming towards the curls here because you want to wrap those again, just to make everything nice and secure. So we're wrapping up. Keep everything nice and untwisted or you're going to have a hard time getting it through. There we are. So you see we've wrapped up. To come back here, and I'm going to wrap this and the bottom two twice. I've gone around there and it's going to come under there. Do that twice. One, nice and tight. Second time, around that, nice and tight. And I'm going to finish off on this wire here right there, and I'm going to do 3 wraps there just to tie it all off. There we go. I'm going to push that up there, cinch it all in nice and carefully. Take me, oh sorry about that, take my cutters, my flush cutters, and cut that in there because we don't want any Sharpie wires on the outside, and smush it all in. And there we have it. There is our pendant. Obviously this one is much older. I work in bare copper. This one won't stay shiny for long unless I go polish him, which I probably will do. But there is our pendant. Now giveaway information. So the giveaway will be open until I reach 500 subscribers. obviously I can't keep on top of it every second of every day, so if I get to 503, I get to 503, and that's what we'll draw from. But at 500 subscribers the competition will close, and I will do a draw for a giveaway of a selection of supplies to make some of the upcoming videos. So it will start with today's video. So to begin with, our first lot of supplies are going to be the dagger tooth, apatite beads, and enough wire to make this and make a couple of mistakes. So I'm not mean, I won't send you just enough. I will send you a little bit extra so you can have a proper go. And as we make more videos, I will add to it. I will let you know at the beginning of the video if that particular item is going to be added to the supply giveaway. To enter the giveaway, you must be subscribed. You must comment on this video, because I'm going to be using the comment selector that I've seen other people use. I'll do a little video and do the comment selector. So you must be a subscriber. You must comment on this video. You mustn't really do anything else. Like it if you like it, share it if you like it. That's up to you. But all you must do is be a subscriber, and you must comment on this video. Please don't miss out on the entry because you forgot to comment. Even just a hi. It doesn't have to be anything special. Just make sure you comment to enter. And I hope to see you for future videos so you can see what else you might get sent. I'm going to add to this, as I say, until we get to 500. And then when we get to 500, that's when it will close. And I'll probably do another one. Why not? Well, that's all from me. Have a lovely time. Take care. Stay safe. And be blessed. And have fun making things and being crafty. Ta-ta and take care.